Welcome back. Time now 12:42, and when playing sports, there's a risk of getting injured, and sometimes it could be worse than something like a sprained ankle or even breaking a leg. The American Heart Association recently launched an important new CPR kit aimed at preparing those involved in youth sports activities in the critical skill of CPR and first aid. And Kristen Cobb and Simpson and Brittany Gay are here to talk about the new kit and some other interesting information. Thanks for joining us. So let's talk about this new kit that is in place to help these youth athletes out.
Sure. You know, we at the American Heart Association know that a lot of times in youth sports, there's not always EMS around, and sudden cardiac arrest can happen very often, and we want people to know what to do in the case of an emergency. We know that CPR, when administered properly, can double or triple the chances of survival in the case of sudden cardiac arrest. And so we feel like it's really critically important for all youth coaches, faculty and staff at schools, parents and onlookers, as many people as possible. In our opinion, we want to know this life-saving skill of CPR.
And this skill is something that is hit home for you. You have a personal story. You've lost a family member.
Absolutely. So my nephew Bert Cobb passed away in 2012. He was an incoming freshman at a high school in Ascension Parish, and he went to football practice and then was playing a pickup game of basketball at school and collapsed. And there were AEDs on site, but they were not accessible, and they did not recognize his symptoms as a sudden cardiac arrest and did not perform CPR, and he died as a result of that.
And in that loss, you've championed some legislation out there. Let's talk about that.
So we have. So we were actually, as soon as Bert died, or shortly after, we were contacted by the American Heart Association to work with them. They were trying to get a bill passed in Louisiana that all high school seniors would learn CPR as a graduation requirement. And we thought that was really a worthy endeavor, and so we partnered with them and were able to get that passed in 2014.
Of course, this is the focus of your organization. How important is it for these outgoing seniors to learn this skill?
Oh, it's literally the difference between life and death in some cases. In fact, we've heard, just since the passing of the bill, we've heard people have contacted us saying, you know, because their child had this CPR training in their school, they saved other family members. And we know personal stories of people that have actually been impacted by this. Just to put some numbers around it, since the bill was passed, about 175,000 kids have entered into our state, just in Louisiana, that have been trained in CPR, which is, I think, is pretty amazing. So.
It is.
And for those of them, of our viewers out there who aren't trained or aren't seniors required to take this, where can they get information on getting some of these skills and learning about some of the ways you can prevent some of these tragic losses?
Sure, they can go to heart.org and call our local office. All that is available through heart.org.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for sharing your story
Thank you for
and the hard
having
work
us.
you've done to change the law here in Louisiana.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.